Okay guys, I think I mentioned this. This is the Heinz Courtyard project. My neighbor Heinz is completely renovating this courtyard. The gap you see right there in the wall, that used to be solid fence, and they cut a gap in the wall and are going to install a large gate. And the reason was Heinz wanted to be able to get his tractor in and out of there to do work. So anyway, just to show you, almost everything has been cleared out inside here. Right in that corner were a whole ton of pots and so forth, and as you can see, they are all over there right now, all the pots and yard art and stuff. So they're gone for now. And you can see here that Heinz has cut his little river into this area for the water that's going to come off of this section of roof. There are no gutters, so it's going to come in here, land on river rock, and then as you can see over there, there's a large hole that's been cut in the brick down low to let the water out. This is a patio off of a bedroom. Almost, well, we've taken several things from underneath the covers here and replanted them already, and I've got some stories about that for you, but I'll tell you that later. So anyway, this is facing south. You can see that the whole courtyard is pretty empty. All the bricks have come up from the patio itself, and those will start going down this weekend, and I will get video. And then this is another quote-unquote river channel to run water over to that far corner behind the palm tree there to go out. And then I had mentioned the flagstone here. You can see that Manuel has been busy placing some flagstone and repairing parts that came loose as we came up, as you know, we were cleaning up dirt and everything else that was here. And so here's another piece, and then right here from between this palm tree and this rock, there's going to be a flagstone path that goes over here, and Heinz is going to build a little bridge that's going to go over where the river for the water to go out of the yard goes from that roof and that roof. It's all going to go down into this, and then it comes down here, as you can see. Along the fence here, and then again there are two large holes, one there and one right there for the water to go out of. Gonna pause for a second. Okay, and now I'm just on the other side of the gate of the patio. I don't want to turn back into the sun. It's really bright and it blinds the camera. So this is going to come out this weekend. This one, we're going to move it to another location. And all of this is going to be bricked. All of this is going to be bricked. Heinz has someone coming out to replace his gas line, and then we're going to brick on top of it. This whole area, you know, was full of white rocks and lava rock, pumice, and most of everything in here has been cleaned out. And he's going to go back with whatever, you know, his plans are. This was an in-ground trash can system that was right here, and we dug that out and filled it in with the dirt that we scraped off of here. This used to be kind of a high mound right here, so cleaned all that off. And then this part of the yard is pretty much going to stay the same, just dirt. And he did take one of these out from right over here, and we put it on the other side. I'll take you over there in just a minute, we'll show you. But anyway, and we also cleaned along the edge of the property up there at the highest point, all the way down the property, trimmed trees and cleaned up. Stand by. Okay, just to show you where we are, this is that little garden area that is just west of the courtyard. And Heinz and I spent a lot of work yesterday in here cleaning up and replanting some things. So this cactus is one that we moved and planted yesterday, and those are a pain, and I have a little story to tell you about one that attacked me. We also took out several cholla cactus that were over in this area, and oh, I did get stuck by some of those. That's kind of painful. Got one on my shoe that I didn't know about, and when I was walking I managed to jab it into my left ankle, and that really hurt. But this is another one we just planted. You can see there's a little ring around it to hold the water in. We watered them. This one here, I think we're going to have to push it up. You can see something is making a nest underneath it and it's going to fall over. So I'll remind Heinz about that and we'll fix that. But that's not a new one. That's an older one. That little one down there, you can see the ring around it, and I put water all around it. That's one of the new ones we planted. This is the one that we took up from the other side that I just mentioned, and we planted it, and hopefully it'll take here. But they were too close on the other side, and Heinz wanted to give it some room to grow. Stand by for just a minute. Okay, I wanted to get where the sun wasn't, beaming into the camera. Made a mistake. That one over there is not the one we just planted. It's this one. We just planted that one, blue agave. So that's going to be a nice one. Okay, now this little guy right here is the one that got me. I was taking it out of the bucket of the tractor, and you can just, you can't really handle these. Take a look at these spikes. I mean, they're nasty. They're nasty. And so the only place you can really hold it is by the roots from the bottom. And as I was holding it by the roots, I moved a little bit and it swung and it jabbed a needle into my left knee. And I got some pictures to show you what that looks like later. But anyway, I got home, checked it, saw that there was pee still in there, pulled it out eventually, and my wife doctored it up with alcohol pad and some Neosporin and a Band-Aid. But anyway, that's what Heinz and I have been doing for the past 3 or 4 weekends now. And not just weekends, weeks as well. So as you can see, the fact that we're planting some new things over here means things are starting to go back together. So there's a lot more to come, but anyway, this is where we are as of October 8th, and it's just after 7 a.m. I came right after my morning walk here to get this video before there was a lot of dirt in the air. So you guys have a good one. I hope you enjoyed watching, and we'll go from here. Okay, I am just south of the property where the courtyard and landscape project is happening. That is the property right there. It is 7 a.m. I'm just finishing my walk, and I thought I would just stop and catch a few seconds of this property from across the wash. As you can see, there's a complete wash between us here. But it's a gorgeous property. Anyway, I'll be back with you in a bit. Another quick shot of the property we're working on at the top of their driveway. It's a beautiful place. Stand by. Okay, as we stand in front of the garage, right over here is a couple of yards of sand that's going to be required for all of the masonry that's supposed to happen this weekend. So that's what we will be using right there. 2.5 yards of mortar sand. Okay, now I'm out at the street level, and Heinz had 12 yards of what we call quote-unquote clean dirt dropped for, filling in some low spots and, grading the property up there. So this is out at the street. Here's the street out here. Here's the pile. You can see Heinz has had his tractor in here scooping up some of it already. So anyway, those are the pieces we need to work this weekend, and they're all here and ready to go.